Alright, we've got a no cooling call here in the neighborhood we've done a lot of work in. And we were here once in the last couple days, so I'm not sure what's going on, but apparently we think it's a drain issue, but I may have to look a little further, see what we can figure out. A couple degrees behind. Oh boy. So it's got one of those in it. And their vacuum is up here. Very little water in it. I'll tell you though, this line set sounds really bad. I don't know if the camera can hear it. I put it on there, put it against it in case it could, but it's really sounds like a water line running, you know. Pretty sure that is the top. Or am I looking at the wrong one? But that's the one that's recently had the water in it. And this one here's dry as a bone. Yeah, that's right. It's number 2. I don't see it written. Yeah, I do. So that's what our tech said was the one giving trouble. Boy, that's strange. Look at that. Whatever you call that. Green leaf, green field. That's on there. That doesn't feel full. All right. Sometimes they have dampers on these things. Another distribution box right there. This thing just doesn't look big enough to me. That looks like a little bitty thing right there. Alright, let's check the outside unit. I don't think it's filling the pan anymore. There may be a charge issue. Imagine that, a Lennox with a leak, huh? I think that light was already on. That's about the dumbest return setup I've ever seen. Good Lord. I should have looked at that filter while I was up there. All right. This one I don't think. Uh-oh. Gummit. I don't think this one, yeah, that's a heat pump. So that's nothing to do with what we're looking at. And the Trane is the only one all by itself. I don't know why it's here. This one is a 42, so that's 3.5. I'd say that went to that bigger unit that, you know, was on the bottom floor. And this Trane here is what's connected to the top. It's just what it looks like to me. Let's get some gauges on these things and see what's what. Okay, there you have it. So I'm gonna have to go back up there and look. I'm not sure if this thing is just a condenser only or if there's a Trane coil up there. This is the one that's leaking. I don't know if we did that or not, but let's get her charged up and see it work first. Then we'll decide what we're going to do about the leak. Okay, we got our dye jug here hooked up, and no, this is not recovered refrigerant. It absolutely is not. Some of you might have seen the video where I make these jugs up. It's a brand new jug. It's never had anything but virgin new 410a in it. And what I did and what I have done several other times along the way is I have evacuated it, put a tube of dye in it, and then filled it with a fresh jug of 410 liquid. And then we use this bottom tube, we use the liquid tube to charge with. And the dye is in the refrigerant. That's the least invasive way for me to use it and not get it all over everything. It still gets everywhere. Nothing you can do about that, but Anyway, a lot of people disagree with it. A lot of people say, just go look for the leak. Whatever kind of things they want to say is fine with me. Everybody's got their ways of doing things. And this is mine. This keeps them in service, saves me hours of work with sniffers or bubble soap or looking for oil or whatever. Now, if it's a fast leak, obviously we'll find that on the spot. But these slow leaks, if it's over half full, still holding a lot of pressure, I'll top it off with this dye jug. I'll come back in a couple of weeks or sometime down the road whenever it fails again, and I'll be able to see it. And that's my method. Like it or not, that's up to you. Everybody's got their opinion, but this works really well for me. Least amount of work to look for a leak. I think I remember putting this here and just doing the condenser only because they had a failed compressor and we did not change the coil. And not that Trane coils don't leak too, but that's just what I think I remember doing. And if that's the case, it's going to still have a Lennox coil in the attic. And one thing I better go do is take a look. It's starting to come up. I just hope it's not frozen. I'm not dumping a bunch of refrigerant in it and then going to end up overcharged like a rookie. Maybe we better go look. All right, we've got enough dye in it, so I went and got the regular jug, and it's coming up, and the water coming out of it is not ice cold, so I don't believe it's frozen. I'm gonna watch this a little bit, see if we can get it charged up and working, and we're going to go look in the attic again. But I'm not afraid of an overcharge quite yet, but I'm going to stop right here and go up there and look. Dadgummit. Yeah, both of these are Lennox coils. So I'd say that's the 42, and this is the Trane. She's making water. Hopefully both of them are. I hadn't seen a whole lot of water out of that one. So a lot of you guys have asked, why in the world I wear these So a lot of you guys have asked why in the world I wear these casual shoes. A lot of you have called them slippers and frat shoes, all sort of stuff. I've had comments on them. Well, that's one reason why, is slip in and out of them real easy. And another reason is they're comfortable. But the biggest reason is I'm old and stubborn and hard-headed, and I hate change. And I've worn these things since I was a teenager in high school. Alright, we're going to look at the superheat now. That suction's a little bit low, but it is a small coil, in my opinion, and a poor match for the Lennox coil on the Trane unit. But anyway, I'll go back and look at my videos. I know I made a video here, I think it was here, of testing those True Blue big vacuum hoses. And I think that's the video that I remember making here. And I think it was before that fence was there, but I can't be 100% positive, but I'll go back and look. Nonetheless, we got some dye in it now, and we're going to find out what's leaking soon enough. Keep them in service until then. I'm going to get it as full as I can. I'm just watching that head pressure. It's almost 90 today. I complained and whined all winter long about how I hated cold and I wanted the hot. Well, it's here. So I hope I'm happy. That one is cycling quite a bit, but I've not seen any water out of it yet. I'm a little concerned with that.